This is KD8SLG. We'll be linking up to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net for the next couple of hours. KD8EPC Dustin will be NCO for the first hour. K5CFY Ray will be NCO for the second hour. You're not only welcome but encouraged to check in with both NCOs on their respective hours. And that's going to start in about a minute and a half. We may walk into some traffic here. Everyone, please stand by until the net starts. It's KD8SLG. Clear until net.
Good afternoon and welcome to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC and I'll be your net control for the first hour today. The Boredom Breaker Net meets every day at noon Central Time in the RCWA repeater Allstar node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. This is a direct net. All traffic must pass through net control and all stations are welcome to check in. I'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and I'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Arkansas, Virginia, and various other repeaters, so we ask you to keep for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations waiting to check into the Boredom Breaker Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is Kilo Bravo 3 Lima Romeo KB3LR, Kelly in Hughesville, Pennsylvania.
Kilo Charlie 5, Foxtrot Mike, NC5 FM, over.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor. Good afternoon, Nick and Dustin.
November 5, Golf Lima Oscar. November 5, Golf Lima Oscar. N5GLO, Bill, in Oakhurst, Texas.
All right, what a nice orderly list of check-ins. Let me make sure I've got it here. All right, we have WB8CXL Mike was in and out. Thanks for streaming us here on YouTube. Then we have a KI5TAQ Taco Tim. I have a KC5FM Lloyd. I have KB3LR Kelly. I have N5GLO Bill, and I have KC8FQV Mark. All right, let's run through the list, and then we'll take some more. Let's start right at the top. Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. What's going on?
Hi, good afternoon, Dustin. To everybody else on the net. This is KI5TAQ, and yes, and of course, Dustin, I am under obligation to say hello from my sweetheart to you and to the guy behind the curtain who's running the keyboard, just Nick. And of course, now with the obligation out of the way, well, as you've heard, as I've just typed in, sirens went off right on schedule. Someone may wonder what I'm talking about. around here in this part of the woods or the neighborhood, it's called tornado sirens. Pretty soon we'll be coming up upon tornado season. So, got to make sure them sirens are ready. So, with that, then of course I'll be getting ready to make myself ready to go off to the playground, play in the sandbox, see if I can find some creative things or make wet sand and start throwing sandballs at Alan. Jokingly speaking, of course, but I think he's been having a heck of a time on the playground trying to take care of some troublemakers. Anyways, I'll let you get on down the list, and of course, I'll catch you all later on the beacon net, or what I would call the bacon net. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Well, great to hear you, and I'll be looking for you tonight on the beacon net. That'll be tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's 8:30 Tulsa time. We'll do the pre-show, and then I'll start the big show at 10 o'clock. So be there, be square. All right there, Tim. We'll say 73 and tell the better half we said hello there. And let's go over to Lloyd now, KC5 FM. How you doing?
My friend Dustin, I hope you are as well. 3 items on Skywarn's list today in Kansas. Harper County is at 6:30 at the Anthony Chaparral Junior High. Chaparral Junior High in Anthony. Dodge City is presenting in Coldwater at 7. South Central High in Coldwater at 7 o'clock. And number 3 item, Tulsa KINX radar is offline for maintenance. And for the comment about tornado season, in Oklahoma, tornado season is January the 1st through December the 31st every year. There's not a month in Oklahoma that has not had a tornado. The closest I came ever was in southwest Oklahoma in Alpus. We had severe weather, and I thought we came pretty close to a tornado, but we didn't. It wasn't declared a tornado, but so yeah, you have to keep your eyes to the sky, and because Tulsa radar is offline, you need to have Skywarn skills, because you don't have that when you have no radar to be looking for the stuff. So prepare your skills, take your Skywarn classes, know what to look for, know importantly how to report it, and don't be like chasers who film themselves observing a tornado and not a single one of them picked up the phone to call weather service. This is KC5FM. Over.
All right there, Lloyd. Well, great to hear you out there today. And yeah, I haven't been to a Skywarn class in years, but fun times there. We'll say 73 to you for now, and let's go talk to Kelly now. KB3LR, how you doing?
Hello, Dustin. I'm doing really good. And speaking of tornadoes, my ex-wife and I lived in Missouri back in 2002 and 2003 over there in Cedar County, which is right near Stockton, if you're familiar with Stockton, Missouri. We lived there, and we lived in Neosho and Joplin, and we came close to being in a downdraft in 2004, so we packed our things and back at that time moved back to North Carolina, because I lived in North Carolina for a couple of years till 2014, and then I came back to Pennsylvania. So Missouri was a pretty interesting state, but we came close to being in a tornado back on May the 4th of 2000, or I'm sorry, it was May the 3rd of, or May the 4th of 2003, I believe it was, and we were hurled up in the bathroom. We were right off of 32, right in Fairplay. Let me drop this. So, in the bathroom, and then we lost our power for 22 hours and didn't get our power back on until about 4:30 the next day. So we came close to being in a tornado. It only missed us by maybe about a mile, but I could not see the rotation at all. I had some sight back then, but I lost my eyesight in 2014. So anymore, I can't see lightning strikes, but I use my radios to listen to the static crashes and listen to the signal strength of the lightning. That's how I'm able to detect a thunderstorm by listening to the static crashes on the radio. And I am a trained spotter for Lycoming County. So there you go. Anyway, good to hear everybody, and I will be listening out. Back to you, Dustin, KB3LR.
All right there, Kelly. Well, great to hear you. And I'll tell you, we don't get many tornadoes in this part of Ohio, but every now and again we do. There was one several years ago, and it was headed straight for me at about just a mile west. It went due north, around, and then back south a couple miles in the other direction, went around us. So there you go. We'll say 73. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's go talk to Bill. Are you on the porch there, Bill? N5GLO. How you doing?
W8WKY.
5GLO to net. Yes, sir. I'm out on my porch enjoying 70-degree weather. It's supposed to get up to about 76 or so today. They're talking rain Friday or so, Friday, Saturday, which probably, oh well, that's this time of year normal. And I've been around a few tornadoes too, never been in one, but been close to them and seen the after effects. And I don't want to get any closer to one. Now, kids enjoy watching what I found out later were actually tornadoes dancing around what we call the water spouts. And Galveston, we'd see them dance all along on the coast, in the water out there once in a while. And they were pretty, all full of water and out there not doing anything. But when they come around, they ain't no fun. N5GLO.
All right there, Bill. Yeah, we stay as far as we can from today's tornadoes there, and I've only ever seen one in person, so there you go. We'll say 73 to you, and let's go talk to Mark now. KCFQV, this is KD8EPC. Take it away. KC8FQV, Mark, take it away.
Hey, yeah, KCFQV. Yeah, it's a little different today than yesterday. Yesterday was a beautiful day out to be driving around. Although that sun could sometimes be a nuisance now. Right now, because of the snow on the ground and the sun shining out, yeah, where do you put your eyes at? Well, you have to keep them on the road, but yeah, everything's going good here. So we'll be back around later today and on the second round. And today on the beacon that, yeah, having some lunch now. And
Try not to get so personal, but
I'll send it back over your way, and we'll catch you guys later on the second round. I think Ray's going to do it. KCFQV.
All right there, Mark, KC8FQV. We'll say 73 to you. Have a good afternoon. We'll look forward to catching you down the log. Well, let's go over and talk to Mr. Ray now, K5CFY. How you doing, Ray? What's going on?
88 EPC in the net, K5CFY. Good afternoon there, Mr. Dustin. Wave a hand there at Just Nick on the keyboard. I haven't heard any of the Arizona folks check in yet. They were in here last Wednesday. I thought they might be back. Anyway, good to hear you. Hope you have a great net there, and we'll be ready to go at the top of the hour. 73, y'all. K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, we'll look forward to hearing you again at the top of the hour. And you know what? We have fun either way there. It's good to hear all our friends out there. So we'll say 73 to you for now. We're at the bottom of the list as it stands. I picked up a couple off the blue screen. We have KD4YVV Jeff. We have N5 KBD Pete was in and out. And we have N5 VLZ Daryl. But this is KD8EPC. I'm ready for more check-ins. Please call now.
How about KI4DCR, Kilo India 4, Delta Charlie Romeo, Charles Mobile in Cary, North Carolina.
Kilo Charlie 5, N5, LKR, November 5, Lima, Kilo Romeo, 10, Moody, Texas.
SR Jeanette in Grapevine, Texas.
All right, I'm not sure what that
coming in on the
was, but I'm going to pick it up here. I'll tell you who I picked up. I got Jeanette KI5 SSR, I have Charles KI4 DCR in the mobile. I'll be right. TI have KC5 Real Big Gun Shannon, and I have N5 LKR Ken. Let's go over here and talk to Charles in the mobile, KI4 DCR. What's going on?
Hey, Dustin, man, it's good weather finally in North Carolina after about 30 days of below freezing temperatures. Yesterday and today, 68 to 70 degrees, light wind, wearing a short sleeve shirt at work. Just great to be alive and be outside. Appreciate all you guys do for the hobby. Really enjoy the net. New truck back in October, and I just got 220 back in it, and I'm enjoying listening to the net every day. Take care, and back to you.
All right there, Charles. Well, glad you got it back in the mobile there, and good to hear you out there today. Man, send that warm weather this way. It's cold here in Ohio, so there you go. We'll stay 73, and we'll catch you down the log. And let's go up and talk to Jeff now, KD4YVV. What's going on?
Let's see here. I'm not sure who started that topic, but it brought back memories. August 6, 1993. Talk about tornadoes. My daughter and I, of course, she was young, about 2 years old. I had her in Walmart. You might have known the story about Walmart getting hit by a tornado, Category 4. Anyway, whatever. I'm lost here. Anyway, just thinking a little emotional about how my daughter and I was sitting there talking. I was talking to a girl that was waiting at the counter to wait on us, and we just got talking and everything. And I knew her from the theater when she worked there when she was young with her mother, and we were talking about my daughter. And my daughter was one of those that she always smiled at you. She's such a cute baby. And I'm trying to show this story best I can. Anyway, she's such a cute baby. I said, you never know. One day maybe you'll have a child, because I don't remember her having one. And she said, I don't think I'm going to live that long. And I looked at her and said, you don't know that. She said, I just don't feel like I'm going to have a child. And I said, okay, well, I wound up going to the door, and some lady told me not to go outside. And it's raining and storming. I told her, I said, then I heard this voice told me to get out of there right now. So I got in my car, met my wife at the house. I was supposed to be at work. And long story short, right after I left there, the tornado hit the Walmart. Actually hit Petersburg first, and it came into Walmart. And that young lady I was talking to, she passed away. So every time I think of the tornado, I think about, wow, how quick things can happen. So after that, I joined the Sky One class. I said, you know what, I got to get involved in Sky One. And I did. And but anyway, that's my little story that I try to shorten it and everything. I think about it today, how quick things can happen. You can talk to somebody 1 minute and lose them in the next minute. Anyway, that's pretty much it. 84 YVV, back to you.
Oh, wow. That's a wild story there, Jeff. Well, great to hear you out there today, and thanks for sharing that with us. And we'll say 73 and look forward to catching you on down the log. Let's go over to Daryl now, N5 VLZ. How you doing?
Let's see, I forgot. KD8 EPC from N5 VLZ, Daryl over. Good afternoon. Dustin and Nick at the keyboard over there. I've personally been under two tornadic funnel clouds with a mile of a rain-wrapped F1 and F4 tornado. Both those were rain-wrapped. I'm a two-time lightning strike survivor, indirect, but I still got the shock and have severe nervous system damage. But I carry no electrical charge and I can be handled safely. Hi. And I've nearly drowned in a flash flood. So I get very nervous during severe weather. But Skyrim was what got me interested in amateur radio 35 years ago. And after a hiatus from early 2019 to late 2025, I'm now back with the Weather Watch net in Arkansas. Skywarn preparing up a simulated emergency test we're going to have for our severe weather awareness week, and getting everything all set up for that. Folks will be able to listen to it on Broadcastify when we do it. But it's just going to be a 2-hour exercise or a drill. But either way, like I said, just tuning up for the real thing. Less than a month away is the time change. It's a dumb, stupid time. Hi. UTC time goes 1 hour earlier, and but most of that times are going to remain the same. But if you forget to spring forward, you're going to be an hour late to work, church, school, ham radio nets, appointments, and anything else on that. And folks, go to my bio on QRZ, click on the hyperlink for a list of D-Star, D-Rats, and Echolink nets in XML or PDF format in Eastern time. I have a time conversion utility with that. The things are in Eastern time only. My email's good on QRZ if you have any questions. So keep it under 2 minutes. Turn it back over to you. KD8 EPC, from N5 VLZ, back to net.
All right there, Daryl. Well, great to hear you. And I've got to tell you, you sound like the luckiest, unlucky guy I've ever met. Hi. We'll say 73 to you. Great to hear you out there, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log. Let's go over to Mr. Net now, KI5SSR. How you doing?
Oh, hey, KI5SSR here in Grapevine, Texas. Check out 11caps.org. I have the happy hour tomorrow evening at 7 Eastern. Litterbox Lounge Saturday at 7 Eastern. Happy hours Friday at 7 Eastern. And, you know, I was going to drive through Oklahoma the day the F5 hit years and years ago. And I realized I was a week early, so I did go through there a week later. And it was devastating to see, actually, the damage done. And I've seen lots of tornadoes, and I got lots of rods in my legs, so I don't really care to be outside when it's storming because I don't want to be a lightning so I get kind of paranoid about that. But yeah, we had one here in Grapevine about 2 years ago, and it hit about a half a mile from my house, so been close to them. I think everybody should always watch the weather and definitely be vigilant. I can't even say it, but anyway, vigilant. And watch out, keep an eye on it and be prepared because stuff flies. That was one thing I did notice. Anyway, I don't want to burn up all your time, Dustin. Thank you for taking my check-in. Have a great day. KI5SSR. Great question. People are going to run out of time. Back to you.
All right there, Mr. Net. Well, great to hear you. And it just seems to be tornado days, so I guess that's the topic of the day there. So we'll say 73 p.m. We'll catch you down the log. That's going to bring me over here to my good friend Shannon, KC5RBG. This is KD8 EPC. How you doing?
Hey there, Dustin and Net, KC5RBG. And, everyone's talking about tornadoes. I've been through a whole bunch of them living here in Oklahoma and Texas. And, they're pretty exciting. I did storm chasing there for a while, storm spotting. Now, though, I usually just will go to the front porch with either a beer or a glass of whiskey and watch it roll by and enjoy it. And wave as it goes on by or jumps over or hits me, whatever. Anything's good to go, I guess. It was great talking with you yesterday. I'm glad we had a good talk, and I look forward to more. Hope everyone out there's having a great day. It's beautiful here. A little on the cool side, but it's a great day all around. Eating a little bit of lunch right now at pizza place here in town, and going to be shooting guns here at the range about 2 o'clock. So going to have a lot of fun there. Mr. Rummel's going to join me with his brother, and we're going to have a lot of fun. With that, I guess I'll go ahead and let you get on down your list there. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless, and 73, back in nut control.
All right there, Shannon. Well, great to hear you, and it was good to have a chat yesterday. And before you go, I have to know, how was that fudge and beef jerky?
Oh, man, that beef jerky is dynamite. I bought 3 different kinds. I bought peppered, I bought hot and spicy, and I bought Cajun. And they're all just absolutely wonderful. And it's, basically the homemade stuff, so, it's pretty thick and not that real dry, brittle stuff. So it's extremely flavorful and just really good all around. I'm glad I found that because I will definitely be getting more there. KC5, RBG.
All right there, Shannon. Well, good stuff. Good to hear that. And, we'll have to catch up again here real soon. So we'll say 73 to you, and I hope to catch you again this evening. And that's going to bring me on over here to Ken now. N5LKR, how you doing?
Well, howdy, Dustin, and everybody on the net. I'm doing great. I'm sitting down here on my front porch in this nice, warm Texas weather. The wind's barely blowing. It blows a little bit, but barely. And other than that, everything's going great down here. I just caught this net, and I figured I'd check into it. I think this is the second time I've heard this one. So anyway, I'll send it back to you. As far as the tornadoes, I live out in the country where there's a lot of hills, and they kind of go around me, so I don't have to worry about them much anymore. So with that, I'll say 7-3 to you and send it back to you. N5 LKR.
All right there, Ken. Well, pleasure to hear you. And I think we've talked at least once or twice before, so great to hear you out there. And that's good that you live in the hills and you don't have to worry about tornadoes. Even better. But this is KD80PC. I'm at the bottom of the list as it stands. I did pick up a few here. I have AI5HV Greg and KI5EVE Miss Judy. I also have KN4 EWT Thomas was in and out. I have K8UIB John and KF8DTP Lori. They're coming up next because they're at the Big W. And I have K8TMI Phil. But this is KD80PC. I'm ready for more check-ins. Please call now.
This is KE7 EX Mobile Kilo Echo 7 Echo X-Ray Mobile.
This is Kilo 5 Foxtrot Romeo Quebec
November
KG5 FRQ New Mexico.
Whiskey Bravo 8 Victor Mike Whiskey Jim in Barberton.
Kilo Delta 5 Alpha Foxtrot Sierra KD5 AFS.
November 3 Mike Delta Charlie M3 MDC Michael here in Winston-Salem.
K8
PMI, that's Kilo 8 Papa Mike India, Phil, Ohio and Mobile.
Golf Whiskey November, Will, Oklahoma City. Good afternoon, Dustin.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Hotel, John Otters, Crossburg, Ohio. In and out.
All right, let me hold it up right there and make sure I've got it.
Alpha X-Ray, WHJAX. Name here is Rod, Jacksonville, Florida.
All right, I picked up the JAX is WHJAX Rod, KJAX Wendy. Let me tell you who I got on the list, though, this time. I did miss a couple. I got PMI Phil in the mobile. I have KE7EX in the mobile. I have a station FR. I'm going to have to come back for you. There's a station after that I missed. You guys both doubled together. I did pick up WBA VMW Jim. I have KD5AFS Grant. I have N3MDC Michael. I have KJ5GWN Will. And I have KF8CXH John. And as I said, the JAX is WHJAX and K8JAX. So let me go up here real quick. The station Foxtrot Romeo, Quebec. Would you give me your full call, please?
W8WKY.
Roger, Roger. Call sign is Kilo Golf 5, Foxtrot Romeo, Quebec. KG5 FRQ.
All right, we got KG5FRQ. Thanks for that. Now let's go back and see if we can't catch the other station that was doubling right there. If I missed you and you didn't hear your call sign, go ahead and come back.
Dustin, beware to hear me. I'm in 3 station. Copy me in that
Juliet 5, November, Delta Romeo, Benjamin, Temple, Texas.
W3ATV Mobile.
WB8 VMW, in and out.
All right there, let me hold it up right there. First of all, I got you, Jim. WB VMW, I had you on the list and I put you in and out there. Sorry we couldn't get to you. The other one I missed was KJ5NDR. Benjamin, I got you. And let's see, Michael N3MDC, I've got you. And Eddie, I've got you mobile. I got a few mobiles here, so let me just start right at the top. I have to go talk to John and Lori real quick. They're at the Big W. And let's go over there. John, K8UIB, take it away.
KD8EPC from K8UIB along with KF8DTP. Good afternoon, Dustin, everybody out there on the net.
Good afternoon, Dustin, and everybody out there on the net.
All right, you guys, we are working away here in good old Hartville, Ohio, enjoying this wonderful, wacky Wednesday. And, hey, it's in the 30s, so I guess we'll take it. So, it's Wednesday, guys, so we're halfway over the hump. So that is a positive thing. We hope everybody's having a good afternoon. Just want to say thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Nick, for getting us on. And with that, we just want to say everybody have a good afternoon as we're working away here in Hartville, living a $5 dream, a nickel at a time. This is K8UIB along with KF8DTP. 7-3, y'all.
7-3, y'all.
All right there, John and Lori. We'll say 73. Don't have too much fun at the Big W, and have a great rest of the week. Hope to catch you all this evening. All right, let's go talk to Matt in the mobile. KE7EX. How you doing?
Good afternoon. This is Kilo 7 Echo X-Ray. Name here is Matt, and we are at Intall Surveillance Radar, Richmond, Virginia. Radar now. So I got. Got back online. Yeah, pretty cool. See it. Next is X-Ray Matt in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, right there, Matt. We got most of what you said, but it was rough there. A lot of picket fencing, but we'll say 73. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you down the log. Well, let's go over to Phil now, K8TMI in the mobile. How you doing, Phil?
KD8 EPC, this is K8PMI. Good to hear you, Dustin. Don't always get the pleasure to check in with you on your net because I'm always at the Big W, but mobiling down to Canton today, and luckily you're keeping me entertained for this little journey. But I'd like to see it a little warmer here, hearing those people in Texas sitting outside, enjoying the warm weather. It'll be coming here soon. So I'll send it back to you. 73, everybody. This is K8PMI.
All right there, Phil, K8TMI. Great to hear you out there, and thanks for joining us today. We'll say 73, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log. Let's see here. Let's go over here to, I think we've only got one more mobile. Eddie, W3ETB. How you doing?
Yeah, hi, Dustin. I got a school bus on the left-hand side of me here, and he's not stopping for any school kids because we're on the main drag, so I don't think he's going to be stopping anytime soon. Actually, it's 46 degrees. The car is showing outside 46 degrees. I just got done with one stop. I got one more stop to make, and then I'll be home after that. So just thought I would check in and say hi. Actually, the Beacon Net and Wednesday and Sundays, the wife and I, we've been watching some shows, so I may not be able to get back on the Beacon Net for a little bit until the season is over on the shows we're watching. So, but anyway, I just thought I'd let you know and say hi, and hi to Nick in the background there, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. W3TV, back to net. 73.
All right there, Eddie. Well, great to hear you, and we hope to hear you for the Beacon Net tonight. We'll miss you if you're not there. Yeah. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and yeah, I hope you can be there, my friend. Let's go back up now and talk to Greg, AI5HV. How you doing, Greg, and how's Miss Judy?
Good afternoon, Dustin, Nick, and everyone else on the Boredom Breaker Net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor in Broken Arrow. We're doing pretty good today. Got the pups off to their play place today, and they were pretty excited about that, as they always are. You were talking earlier about tornadoes and stuff like that. I didn't really catch the question, but I've lived in Oklahoma all my life, and I've seen more than my fair share and your fair share of tornadoes in my life. Two closest calls I had was when I was 4 years old. We were living in a house in Park City, and they blew the tornado sirens, and Mom didn't want to go to the neighbor's cellar because she was doing the dishes from dinner, but Dad made her go anyway. When we came back out of the cellar, his mimosa tree that he had, it was somewhere 60, 70 years old tree, the limbs in the top of it were twisted up like a bread twist tie was. And then the only other story I'll share on the tornado was after we moved to Broken Arrow, we had a field straight west of us. It's not field anymore; it's restaurants and stuff. But anyway, there was a big tree there in a pond, and there was a hawk that liked to live in that tree. Well, they blew the tornado sirens, and of course, I always like to go outside and watch it. Anyway, funnel comes down out of the cloud. Keep in mind, this is 100, maybe 150 feet west of us. Starts coming down out of the clouds, and it hung there for a minute. I wasn't sure what it was going to do. Went back up in the clouds, went across the top of our house, set back down, and then proceeded to tear up transformers and electric poles for several miles straight east of us. But anyway, that was the closest I've ever come to being in the direct path of a tornado, and didn't care for it much. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. The weather's a little cooler today than it has been, and I'm just sitting here working with my IP phone for trying to set up amateur wire on the same phone I have hams over IP set up on.
$1 million damage because the pipe opened up in the top of the building, and just like you know how you have your expensive wines and champagne downstairs, their big computer room is downstairs. It flooded all the way.
Go D.
Thanks, Nick. All right. Boy, yeah, Greg, we didn't really have a topic today, but tornadoes happen to be the topic of the day organically, so there you are. And I've never personally experienced one that went right over my house, but there's been some close calls. So we'll see. Did you, before you go, did you have anything else today?
I was just going to mention that the RCWA Club's holding their monthly meeting this Saturday, 9 a.m. at the Claremore Extension Building there, 416 South Brady Street. So anybody that's on and is in the Claremore, Owasso, Tulsa area and wants to come up to the meeting, glad to have you up there. So with that, I'll say 73. I will turn it back over to you. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And this is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor. Back to you.
W8WKY.
All right there, Greg. Well, great to hear you out there. And I'll tell you what, one of these days I will make a club meeting for my other club there. So we'll say 73 to you. Have a great afternoon, and tell Miss Judy we said hello there. Let's go over here and talk to Gardner now. KG5FRQ. How you doing?
Well, good afternoon. Well, it's still morning here, 11:40 a.m. Mountain Time. Good morning from Carlsbad, New Mexico. I tell you what, I do have some freaky storms to tell you all about. So, anyways, I was living on my own. I live at my mom's house now. Anyways, I was living on my own, and there was a storm coming southward that was due north of us. Well, I turned to my south, and I saw another storm heading north that was based out of southbound. So, about 1:30 at night, those two storms collided, and I saw the top of the clouds turn counterclockwise. Anyways, let me reset real quick.
W.
KG5FRQ coming right back to you. Anyway, got one flood underneath my belt and a couple of severe thunderstorms. Anyways, back to net control. 73s to all. Have a great day.
All right there. Thanks so much for joining us today, and thanks for telling us about your storms there, too. We'll say 73 to you, and let's go down here to KJ5NDR. Looks like Benjamin. It looks like it's your first time checking in. Welcome to the Border Breaker Net. How you doing?
This is KJ5NDR. Yes, sir, it does. I do believe it is my first time checking into this net. Thanks for taking the net. Thanks for having me. 73s to everyone on the net. Hope everyone's doing well. Just wanted to pop on here. Don't really have much about tornadoes. We had a couple scares here in Central Texas growing up as a child, but nothing serious. Let me let it breathe. I believe in 2024 a tornado came through here in Temple, Texas, and destroyed some stuff. I'm not sure really the total destruction, but it did affect us. I wasn't here for that, but anyway, yeah, weather's nice. Just finishing up my morning stuff, talking on the radio, and then gonna get some stuff done here in a second. Thanks for taking the net. This is KJ5NDR. Back to you.
All right. right there, Benjamin. Well, thanks so much for joining us today, and come back and visit any time. We're here every day, so we appreciate you being here. We'll say 73 to you and look forward to catching you on down the log. Let's jump on over here and talk to Grant now. KD5 AFS, this is KD8EPC. What are you smoking, Grant?
KD8EPC, KD5 AFS. Good afternoon, Dustin, and howdy, Mr. Nick on the keyboard. Nothing on the smoker today, but do have, since everybody's talking about storms, I do have a storm and barbecue story. Last spring, we had a pretty good thunderstorm come through, and it blew my little 22-inch Weber kettle all the way across the yard and slammed it into the fence, so couldn't get the lid to go on it right, and, we're getting close to grilling season here, so I got on the internet and looked at a new one, and I said, after that, I think I'll try to fix this one. So I rolled it around to the shop this morning, got the tape measure out, measured the lid. The lid was round. The bottom part of the kettle was not round. So I got a big old plastic mallet out and beat it up and got the lid where the lid will go back on it. So I think I'm back in business because I think I gave $90 for that thing, and they're $150, $180 these days, depending on where you look. So anyhow, other than that, Dustin, just saying hi, and all's well here. A little cooler than we've been the last few days, but not real bad. I'm 54, so degrees is what it says now. And with that, Dustin, thanks for picking me up, and I will send it back to Net. KD5 AFS.
All right there, Grant. Well, great to hear you and great story, and thanks for joining us on the net as always. We'll say 73 to you. Be safe out there, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's jump on over here and talk to Michael now, N3MDC. How you doing, Michael? How's Mom?
She's fine, Dustin, but you probably want to be thinking about my Aunt Diane right now. She's in the hospital with congested heart failure right now, and be thinking about her right now. My Aunt Debbie called from Myrtle Beach the other night and told us about it. My Aunt Diane can't live by herself anymore. She was in a nursing home near her house in Marion recently, and they discharged her. She's now down on Oak Island, North Carolina, where my cousin Billy lives, and he had to admit her to the hospital because of what's going on with her. But she's had multiple heart surgeries on her heart, and now she's back in with a congested heart failure, and we don't know how much time she has left. I don't know if they can fix this or not, but be praying for my aunt down there it's in the hospital. So keep her in prayers. That's what's going on with my family right now. I don't know if I have for dinner yet, but this is back to you, Dustin. This is N3MDC.
All right there, Michael. Well, we'll keep her in our thoughts and prayers there, and we'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's jump on over here to Will now, KJ5 GWN. How you doing? Let's try that again. KJ5 GWN. Will, are you out there?
Good afternoon, Dustin. This is Will, KJ5 Golf Whiskey November. My nearest brush with a tornado was the May 3rd, 1999 tornado. I was out with my then first wife. We were trying to get something to eat, and no place was open, so we went to one of the local chicken places in Midwest City, got us something to eat, and then we went home and ate by lamplight because the power in her dad's house went out. So that was, that was one for the record books. So that's my closest brush with a tornado. So didn't get killed, so, I live to tell about it. So, anyway, not doing too much here. It's 52 degrees here, going up to have about 55. So, we're living right. Anyway, this is KJ5 Golf Whiskey November.
All right there, Will. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We'll say 73 to you. Have a great day, my friend, and we'll catch you down the log. Well, let's jump on over here to Florida and talk to Rod and Wendy, W8JAX and K8JAX. How y'all doing?
Hey, good afternoon there, Dustin, and to all on the Boredom Breaker Net. This is W8JAX. I was a portable pedestrian when I checked in a couple minutes ago there, but we ended the walk early here because it's raining. And our Miss Lucy, K9LUCY, does not like to get wet. So anyway, yeah, we have some rain coming down here in Jacksonville at the moment, and hasn't gotten as warm as they had predicted. We're only at 66 degrees. We were supposed to be in the mid-70s by now, but anyway, we won't complain. Speaking of tornadoes, my story regarding tornadoes is Wendy and I used to live in Reading, Pennsylvania for about 10 years, and there was a F1 tornado that came just a couple hundred feet from our house when we were, soon after we had moved from western PA down to Reading. And Reading, of course, not known for a area for tornadoes. But anyway, we didn't sustain any damage, but it did level a old stone barn about a mile away. That's my story on tornadoes. Thanks for running the net there at W8JAX. We'll be clear.
All right there, Rod. Well, great to hear you out there today, and make sure you give K9 Lucy a scratch on the ears for us. So we'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch you all down the log. And let's go talk to Just Nick, KD8SLG. What do you know, Nick?
KD80BC, this is KD8SLG. Good afternoon, Dustin, and all of the Boredom Breaker netizens. What do I know today? I know it's Wednesday, because we're here doing this. Good time so far. Great stories about tornadoes and whatnot. I do want to take this opportunity to invite everyone to the Beacon Net tonight. That's at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Early check-ins start a half hour before the net starts. It's Allstar node 48496, Echolink W8WKY-R, and if you can get here, you can get there because we are linked up with the Boredom Breaker Hub. So hope to hear a bunch of you there tonight. Josh and Lucy will have some trivia for us, and Dustin and I will do it all again. Thanks, Dustin. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate you being behind the curtain and doing everything you do there, and for announcing the Beacon Net this evening. We'll say 73 to you. We're at the bottom of the list. I've got plenty of time and plenty of empty lines to fill, so stations waiting to check in, please call now.
November Tango 8 Delta NT 8D Dave in Copley, Ohio.
KC1BQF X-ray uniform, Danny in Cut and Shoot, Texas.
KC1BQF, Paul in Maine.
Kilo India 5, Zulu Delta Foxtrot, KI5ZDF, Tim in Tulsa.
KJ5 Mike Whiskey Hotel, Dusty in Belton.
Kia FA Certified Toaster, Mark in Blackford, Ohio. In and out.
Kilo Golf 7, November Lima Hotel, Ed, McGregor, Texas.
Kilo Charlie 8, November Oscar Victor, KC8, NOV, Marty Mobile, Akron, in and out.
All right, let me hold it up right there and make sure I've got it. I picked up a few. I also missed a few here, so I'll tell you who I've got. I have KC1VQS Paul in Maine. I have KK5XU Danny. I have NT8D Dave. I have KI5ZDF Tim. I have KJ5MWH Dustin. I have K8SFS Mark was in and out. There is an Oklahoma station. I didn't catch much. There was a 5, but that was about it. Then I got a KG7 something. I missed the rest, and I have KC8 NOV Marty. So, let me go up here and try to get, I think it was a mobile station in Oklahoma. Would you come back with your call, please?
Kilo Juliet 5, Bravo, Whiskey Bravo was the mobile station. The Oklahoma was in and out. KJ5, BWD.
Perfect. KJ5, BWB. I got you, Willie. Thank you for coming back to me. Now there was a KG7 station I missed. Would that station come back with your call, please?
Kilo Golf 7, November, Lima, Hotel, McGregor, Texas.
All right, very good. We got you on the list. We'll be back to you in just a minute there. Let's go start right here at the top with Paul. KC1VQS, how you doing?
Good afternoon, Dustin, and everyone on the net. I'm doing great. I'm just out plowing my driveway. We've had light snow all night and all day, and we're up to about 3 inches now. But I wanted to, and it's kind of on the wet side, so I wanted to kind of get rid of it before it tacked down too much. But it's 30 degrees out. It's actually one of our warmer days we've had, and it looks like we're going to have another warmer week next week coming up. So kind of moving out of the deep freeze, so to speak, some of those sub-zero temperatures. So I'll take that. It's really pleasant out here, and I'm going to finish my plowing up. I just didn't want to miss the first half of the net, so I'll turn it back to you. Dustin, KC1VQS, back to net.
All right there, Paul. Well, be careful doing your plowing there. It's kind of, most of it melted yesterday, but then it froze overnight, and it's just kind of sitting and freezing right now here, and I'm not going to go outside and deal with it, so I'll let it be. 73, Paul, have a great day. We'll catch you down the log. Well, let's go talk to Danny now, KK5XU. How you doing?
Calling the net. I'll relay a story. It's not a tornado, it's a typhoon. I think they call them a typhoon or a cyclone. We were out in the Mediterranean Ocean, and I was on an aircraft carrier. And everybody knows the aircraft carrier is a big ship, but 195-mile-an-hour winds had that thing tilted, and it was fun looking around the room watching people, and they were leaning. They were leaning the opposite way whenever the ship would lean one way or the other. And it was funny because leaning, humans not going to do anything to that big old carrier. But it was, I guess it was a net action. It was fun. That was back in 74, I think. KK5 to them.
All right there, Danny. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. It's good to hear you out there, and thanks for the story there. We got most of what you said, but you did drop out a little bit towards the end there. So we'll say 73, and let's go over to Copley. Let's talk to Dave, NT8D. What's going on, Dave? How you doing?
Good afternoon, Dustin, everybody on the net, all the listeners. Just got home from work a little while ago and tuned in and heard the topic was tornadoes, so I thought I would check in on that one. Sounds like a good one. Just saying hi. It's a beautiful day here in Copley. I guess not as warm as yesterday, but still nice. Yeah, I remember a thunderstorm in July 4th back when I was a kid in Concord Township. My mom sent me across the street. We were at a party across the street. My mom sent me home to close the windows. There was a tornado that night, and I swear it jumped over me as I was running across the street. Just a memory I have. I don't know if it's true or not, but my mom always took tornadoes very seriously, all the tornado warnings, because when she was a little child, the roof of her house was ripped off by a tornado as the family was running down the stairs. This was in Sharon, Pennsylvania, right near Farrell there, on the east side of the Shenango River. If there was any indication of any tornado, it didn't matter what was going on. My mom would drag us from wherever we were and took us down to the basement with a transistor radio. So those are my tornado memories. Hope everybody's having a good day and maybe a warmer one. Back to you there, Dustin, NTAT.
W8WKY.
All right there, Dave. Well, great to hear you out there, as always, my friend. And, yeah, that's a crazy tornado stories you've got there. So thanks for joining us, 73, and stop back tonight for the Beacon Net. Talk to me and Nick if you can. We'll say 73 for now, and let's go talk to Tim now, KI5SZDF. How you doing, Tim? And there's a note in the remarks here. It says the ragchew.app rules. Go ahead.
KDA ETC, and this is KI5ZDF. Thank you. I'm sure Nick wrote that. Well, just an update on RagChew. We're up to 560 total users, about 100 users a month use the app. So I don't know. It's pretty cool for a little side project, and it doesn't make any money, but I do get a smile when I hear about it. So yeah, I think we might hit 1,000 users this year. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's pretty neat when you can tell that someone has talked about it on one of the nets, because I'll get a whole influx of users because people have never heard of it. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I don't have any tornado stories, so I will just jump off here. I want to say hi to everybody, and thanks to Nick for writing that, and that's it. Hope you have a good day. 73 KI5 Media.
All right there, Tim. Well, thanks for joining us, and thanks for doing that little side project. It brings a lot of smiles to people's faces, it seems like. So we'll say 73, and let's go over here now and talk to KJ5MWH, a fellow Dustin. How you doing?
Hello, everybody on the net. This is KJ5 Mike Whiskey Hotel in Belton, Texas. I know tornadoes wasn't the official topic, but we've all got tornado stories. I think it was, I forget the call sign, but Benjamin earlier from Temple, Texas was talking about the Temple Tornado 2024. That was my closest run-in with a tornado. We get them all the time here in Texas. I grew up here, so we know that when there's a tornado watch, it's going to rain. Tornado, you're pretty safe. But on that day, I had my wife and kids and dogs in the bathroom, and I had to keep running to the front door window and keep an eye on the sky. And that day, the clouds were just going every direction. They weren't, usually the clouds blow over in one direction. But that day, literally the view from my front window, the clouds were just going every direction. Some were going left, some were going right. And I had never really seen that before. And then I started to hear, people always say a tornado sounds like a freight train or a jet airplane. And I started to hear just this low rumble that was like sustained thunder, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've always heard this, but I've never actually heard it in my life. And then the hail started, and it was the hail that day was like hamburger patties. It was like a half-inch or more thick and just big, round, 4-inch hockey puck hailstorms, which I've also never seen before in my life. And when it was all said and done, that tornado dropped down about a quarter mile past my house and kept on moving away from us. So we got really lucky. And it did destroy quite a lot. Several houses. Most of the damage was businesses, commercial properties that I think, luckily enough, could afford to rebuild. But at that point, I had bought my first ham radio, but wasn't yet licensed. And that tornado, after that tornado, I was like, man, I've got to get my license. And so that was the the push that got me licensed and able to transmit, was the Temple 2024 tornado. Back to Net. I had a question. Sorry, I let it drop. Earlier, I heard somebody talking about a training for Skywarn that was going to be on Broadcastify, and I didn't really catch. I caught like the second half of whatever he was saying. Anybody have any info on that? KJ5 Mike Whiskey Hotel.
Let me see here. I think that was Daryl, N5VLZ, that was talking about that. And I think if you look him up on QRZ, you can contact him and get more information. But I don't know more about it myself, so I wouldn't be much help. But do you have anything else for us? All right, nothing else heard. We'll say 73 to you, and let's go down to Edward now. KG7NLH. How you doing? Uh-oh, nothing heard. One more time there. KG7NLH. Edward, are you there? Okay, nothing heard. Let's go talk to Donald. KI5WDM, what do you know?
Good afternoon, Dustin. This is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike. I know that I almost missed the first hour. I've been running around Bartlesville trying to get some stuff for my welder. Just a word of advice, folks. Do not buy any welders from Harbor Freight. They sell you the welder and tell you you can come back and get all the other stuff later that you might need for the different processes. I did that this morning, went to go get the stuff for the TIG wand and some gas. Well, I almost got the gas before I went and made sure I could get the other stuff. Harbor Freight says, no, not in the store anymore. You have to order that. So then I went to go get a battery-powered grinder. You can buy the grinder, but you can't get the battery or the charger. You have to order that. Bummer. I think I'm done with Harbor Freight. Need to find a new tool supplier. That's all I've got. I'll let you get on down the list because I know you're running late. Have a great one, Dustin. Good talking to you. KI5WDM on the side.
All right there, Donald. Well, great to hear you out there. And I'll tell you what, I've got a big old dusty Lincoln electric welder downstairs, and it makes all of my welding needs, and it's older than me and probably will outlive me, so there you go. We'll say 73. Great to hear you. We'll catch you down the log. I am way, way, way over my time, so I'm going to look for Mr. Ray now. K5CFY, are you ready to take the helm?
5 EPC and the net, K5CFY. You're fine there, Mr. Dustin. It doesn't matter as long as we get them in here, whether you do it or I do it. Anyway, great job there. We're ready to go.
W7NEL.
All right there, Ray. Well, thanks so much for doing the second hour. Thanks for everybody that checked in with me on the first hour. We couldn't do this net without our wonderful check-ins. But with that, this is KD8EPC. I'm going to be clear and turning net control over to K5 CFY. Have a great net, Mr. Ray, and we'll catch you again this evening. 73.
All righty, Dustin. Great job, and you too there, Mr. Nick. Great job. This is WX5TUL Tulsa Weather. No, wait a minute. That's not it. Welcome to the second hour of the N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net. This net is sponsored by the Rogers County Wireless Association. I'll be net control for the second hour of the net. My name is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee, and my call is K5CFY, Kilo 5 Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. This repeater is located at Rogers State University in Claremore, Oklahoma. And it runs every day from noon Central Time for a couple of hours on the RCWA 147.090 positive offset with the 88.5 PL tone. We're also linked with Allstar node 49562, and our Echolink is November 5 X-ray Quebec Kilo Dash Romeo. Echo number is 657006. And you can also get us through hands over IP number 15018. So if anyone wants to check into the net, please call and give us your call sign slowly, clearly, and phonetically. Before I start taking check-ins, I want to thank the Silver Creek Amateur Radio Association for linking us up on Wednesdays and WKY system to the Border Breaker Hub. Out of the way, I think we're ready to take some check-ins. So if you would like to check in or recheck, come with your call sign.
Whiskey Bravo 8 Victor Mike Whiskey Jim in Barberton, Ohio. I'll be in and out, Fred or Ray.
Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo, Mobile, Ohio. I'll be in and out, Ray, KD2HC.
Afternoon, Ray. KC8, Fox Queen Victor Mark over in Ohio.
W7NEO, Neo, just trying to get in.
Whiskey X-Ray 5, November X-Ray Romeo, David, Portable Claremore, no traffic, Ray, in and out.
05, Victor Sierra Tango Mobile on Highway 75 with traffic.
Hold it up there. I heard only one mobile, so I'm going to get Ben first. Ben, go ahead.
Okay, I heard another one. These guys need to let this thing drop both lengths before they start talking. Just a hint, I've got 4 tornado things if you got time.
You got more than 4. I know I do. Go ahead.
Okay, well, these are just the close ones. December 5 of 75, I had the December 5th tornado came within about 4 or 5 blocks of me and left debris in my yard, but luckily didn't hit the house. And then in 2009, I went off to ABAT to check out possible tornado damage and almost drove into one. If I hadn't watched the trees and been kind of suspicious, I'd have driven into it. And then, let's see, I forget what month it was or year. There was one over on Highway 169, about 56th Street North. I followed that one and made my wife kind of nervous because I got under the shelf cloud. And then we had one, Ray, you remember this one? It wasn't a terrible long time ago. It went partially over my house. And we got to see that, so it was at 4, I guess, WB5BST. And that's after like 40 years of chasing around.
I think I was running the WeatherNet during that one that went right over your head there near Owasso. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, Ben. We'll say 73 to you. And all right, I want to wave a hand there at a good friend Jim there, WB8VMW. Thank you, Jim, for got you there in and out. If you got time, say hi to us.
All righty, Ray. Well, we was just getting ready to go back in the living room and maybe get a bite to eat. So, sounds good. I'm glad to get to check in on both of them today. So, you take care, and we'll catch you in the morning. Tell Fred I was scratching behind the ear and tell him I said, howdy, howdy. Back to you, Ray, WB8VMW.
Jim, good to hear you in there. Thanks for checking in and wave a hand there at Judy, and y'all have a great afternoon. And Fred's asleep, so I'll scratch him behind the ear when he wakes up. Thank you, Jim. We'll clear with WB8VMW. Let's go to Chris, KD2 Hotel Charlie Echo. Chris, go ahead.
Hi, Ray. How's everybody doing down there? I just want to say hi to Dustin over there. Hopefully his truck bed melted a little bit and you can get my radials out of there. And just saying a quick hi. I'm waiting to get into another building over here, waiting for them to open up. So I'm basically in and out, just checking in on a Wednesday. KD2HCE, back to net.
It's good to hear you. Thanks for checking in with us. And we'll say 73 to you. We'll clear with Kilo Delta 2 Hotel Charlie Echo. The next one, I'm not real sure. The November 7 or Kilo 7 November Echo something. I'm not sure. Come back and give me your call sign again, please.
W7NEL. Whiskey 7 November Echo Lima. How's that?
Thanks for checking in there with us, and how's everything there in Arizona today?
Well, it's very nice. Even though we have a chance of rain coming here, I guess tomorrow. And tornadoes. God, I've only been through one in my life. It was back in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I will say, hello, Oklahoma. And back on the farm, my grandmother was on the back porch waving her apron. On the radio, she had heard of a tornado warning. And we started running to the house, and she met us at the cellar. She said, come on, y'all, get in the cellar. That was a horrible night. The sound was horrible. Hitting the hail hitting the cellar door, and it happened to take our old Ford tractor and a cow and move it about half a mile from our house. That's my experience of tornadoes. W7EL will just be quiet and listen.
Howdy, Neil. Well, thanks for checking in with us, and good to hear you. So we'll look forward to talking to you soon. All right, we're clear with Whiskey 7 November Echo Lima. And let's go back up to Ohio, talk to Mark, KC8, Fox Queen Victor. I think David was in and out, but David, if you got time, you can come in there. But Mark, go ahead. Mark, KC8, Fox Queen Victor, are you there? not hearing anything from Mark. Let's see if David's there. I think he said in and out. WX5 NXR. David, are you there? Here's somebody keying up, but no audio. WX5 NXR. David, are you there? See if we can get some more check-ins. If anybody else is out there that'd like to check into the net or recheck, come to your call sign, please.
Kilo Delta 5, Echo November Uniform, KG5 ENU, Gil, Claremore, Orville.
N5 UUA Mobile, John and Wagner Mobile.
Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor, Greg, short time.
W8WK.
Kilo Delta 5, Alpha Foxtrot Sierra.
Let's hold it up right there. We had quite a little train wreck right at the beginning there. I have Gil in there, KD5 ENU. I have Greg, Alpha India 5 Hotel Victor. I have John, I think that's his name. Then we have, I think I heard Donald in there, KI5 Whiskey Delta Mike. And I have Grant, KD5 AFS. Did I miss anybody?
Back to put me wherever you want to put me, case FQV. I had calls.
Mr. Gill there, KD5 ENU. Gill, go ahead.
I had to empty my mouth. I just want to check in. I was busy on the first hour. I had a counselor here, and things is looking up a little bit. So won't be long, and I'll have everybody in the VA down here helping me out. Hopefully. But anyway, I'll get off of here, and I think that was John, N5UUA. If I wasn't mistaken, he's in Wagner. KD5NU portable, back to net control, 7-3.
Got John in there. I heard him. Well, I heard the UUA anyway, but we got him in there. Thank you, Gil. And we'll say 73 to you. And we'll clear with KD5 ENU. Let's go to Greg, AI5 Hotel Victor. Greg, I think I heard you in there.
Good afternoon, Ray, and everyone else on the Boredom Breaker Net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor, here in Broken Arrow. Thanks for picking me up. We're getting ready to head out and go pick up the dogs from their day at the play place there. So, wanted to get on your hour there before I had to leave the house there. So, Ray, I hope you, Karen, and Fred are having a good day so far today, and hopefully Fred's enjoying this weather.
The last 2 or 3 days on our walk early in the morning, I've seen him run more than I think I've ever seen him run. He was running everywhere. But anyway, we're doing good. Thanks for asking, and I hope you and Miss Judy are doing well. But anyway, go pick up the pups, and y'all have a great afternoon.
Yeah, thank you, Ray. Wish you, Karen, and Fred a wonderful afternoon and rest of your week there. And hopefully we'll be able to see you at the RCWA meeting there on Saturday. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor. Back to you.
Well, I think Alex and I are planning on maybe meeting before the net or the meeting before the meeting. Yeah, maybe there at Hugo's or someplace to have breakfast before the meeting. If I get all ironed out and everything, I'll give you a call if you and Judy might want to come.
Yeah, that'd be great. we'd look forward to it. So, Ray, have a good afternoon and good rest of the net there. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor. Back to you.
Well, have a good one. 73 to you. Be careful out there. All right, we're clear with AI 5 Hotel Victor. Let's go to John there. November 5 Uniform Alpha. John, you're probably mobile. I will skip that, but go ahead, John, if you're still there.
Oh, I'm still here. What's your name? Ray. I'm out here mobiling about, heading out toward the lake. Just went by and picked up my brother-in-law, and we're going to lunch, and then going to go deal with some car title business today, and that's about it for the afternoon anyway. I still have a lot to do. Day is done. I'm sure Lance, my brother-in-law, does too. Well, I've heard some familiar voices in there. One gentleman that I believe I talk to on HF in the evening time every once in a while. So that was interesting. And of course, Gil. I finally had to call Gil. I could never get him on the phone. On the radio. So I had to just call him on the phone to be able to get a hold of him, just to find out how he's doing. Can you believe that? You think that a ham radio operator ought to be able to be contacted on ham radio. Although I understand why. I had to call him. It's all good. But it was good to hear from him, and good to hear him on the net today. Everyone, have a good afternoon. 73, this is N5 UUA, mobiling.
Well, you mobile safely out there. Yeah, Gil was on almost every day, both hours, and then he had that little deal with the health and everything, kind of got him behind a little bit, but he's been coming back on almost every day now. But anyway, John, good to hear you. Hope you're having a great afternoon. You mobile safely out there and get your business done, and we'll look forward to talking to you and maybe seeing you soon. Well, clear with N5 UUA. I think I heard Donald in there. KI5 Whiskey Delta Mike. Donald, is that you?
Yeah, you're blessed again, Ray. This is KI5WDM. I just got word that my grandson made valedictorian at his high school. One of 7. 7 valedictorians and 7 salutarians. Well, that's different from when I went to school. There was one of each. Anyway, I'm extremely proud of that young man. He's going to go far, and I don't mind letting everybody know about it. So, I'm not going to play on the hot rod today. I'm going to take a break. Hit these old joints. Try to get the feeling better. Ray, appreciate you letting me in. Y'all have a good one. This is KI5WDM. I'm on the side listening.
Righty, Donald. Good to hear you in there. And I don't know if you've ever been to Harbor Freight. They have some, they're kind of like the, not Harbor Freight, I went brain dead. That's the one you went to. Northern Tools here in Tulsa is pretty much like Harbor Freight. So I don't know, you might have better luck there. I don't know. Anyway, good luck with all that, and we'll say 73 to you. We'll clear with KI5 Whiskey Delta Mike. Let's go to Owasso, talk to Mr. Grant. KD5 AFS. Grant, go ahead.
K5CFY, KD5 AFS. Good afternoon, Ray, and howdy, everybody. Not a lot going on here, Ray. I got my little charcoal grill fixed up, I think, and ready to go. I'm going to try to cook us steaks Valentine's Day. If it's not pouring down rain and storming too bad. If it is, we'll go to Plan B. But other than that, Ray, not a lot going on here. Just sitting around listening to the net. So thanks for picking me up, Ray. That's all I got. KD5 AFS.
Hey, Grant, well, good to hear you, and glad you got your charcoaler fixed there. Good deal. Save you $200 there, probably. All right, we'll clear it. KD5 AFS. Let's go to Jeff up in Prince George, Virginia. KD4 Yankee Victor Victor. And Mark, if you're still around, I'll go back to you there. Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, this is really nice outside. We got 61 degrees. Yeah, holding on to that warm weather. Anyway, I was just going and reminiscing of some of the things in the past in the radios. I used to be a shortwave listener, and I still do a little bit, but not much. I used to be on this course. Everybody started somewhere near the amateur radio, CB radio. I told my wife before she left to go up to get the granddaughter how much fun I had. It got fun until they did away with the license and people started getting, rowdy and dropping them all on each other. And I thought it was so sad. I started out with amateur radio, and then I went to CB radio. And thanks to CB radio, I actually got my license to be renewed for amateur radio. So I had to go back and be retested and all that. And finally, a few years later, I decided to get my general. I didn't have no interest in extra, not against it. I just didn't want to do it. I was satisfied where I'm at now, especially now with the technology the way it is. I love it. Sitting in that radio room with all that equipment, and I was thinking to myself, oh my God, look at this stuff here. And then now, I just left all that behind when I moved and got all new equipment just to have fun now. And I tell you what, it's always been a great thing, radio communication, and I don't even listen to scanners. I do have a few freaking super programs in some of my radios, but I don't listen to that anymore. Actually, it's probably a bad habit because I eat all the time when I do that. So I'm glad I'm at where I'm at radio today, and I tell everybody, amateur radio has been one of the best times I've ever had in my life. Something to work for, something to be worth fighting for and enjoy. Anyway, that's probably all I got to say. I'm just reminiscing today, just thinking about those good old days. And we got some good ones now. KD4YVV, back to you.
Jeff, well, thanks for checking in. Good to hear you in there, and have yourself a good afternoon. Well, clear as KD4, Yankee Victor Victor. Let's try Mark again, KC8 Fox Queen Victor. And Alex, you'll be up next.
All right, we leave all the beeps, reset everything. KCFQB. Yeah, not much here. I was just having another bowl of this noodles and Frank's. But yeah, I was in the store the other day looking for a hard drive. I was looking for my passport. I didn't know my phone has to have my passport to be able to utilize the 2 terabytes. But these are all natural sweet Italian style sausages. I guess they are. I'm eating. But the guy, they didn't have the one. And when I looked online, it was there for pickup. A 2 terabyte drive. But when I went there, it wasn't there. But they had a lot of jump drives for photos and that. And I said, do you have jump drives? He said, well, they got just them, a couple of photo ones and that. He said, Best Buy doesn't carry any jump drives in the store. You have to mail order all of them now. So our aspect of life is changing fast, I guess. Yeah, I went over to, I did get a 512 gig at Walmart. Matter of fact, they used to have keys to open up the cases, because they have everything behind glass now. Matter of fact, he went to get the one out. He said, I got to get the key now, because they didn't take the lock that, they locked the stuff on the pegs, but they just put the case over the front of them, the back of them cases, when they put them in, the backs are open, and they mount them, and they cover the shelf. So he had the key, but now they're using an electronic key, so they just take a phone, they're a phone, either the Walmart or the employee's phone, either one, they have an app on it. They just hold that up to that thing, and it unlocks the cabinet, and they can open up, get what you want out of it, and close it up. But
Yeah, it's interesting, these things. And I checked out of the thing. I thought there would be a thing that you had to degauss the, because a hard drive, it was a, you know, a terabyte or whatever it was. Normally, a lot of electronics, you have to degauss them, but I guess they got new technology in that to manage how to turn that stuff off or whatever. So I guess a lot of things are changing around, and you don't know who's watching you, I guess, anymore. They're all watching. I think so. So we'll send it back to that, because I was reading on Walmart that said, yeah, we can monitor who's coming in and out of the store, and we know our criminals. We know who our criminals are, so they know.
Clear there with Mark, KC8 Fox Queen Victor. This is Ray, K5CFY with the N5XQK Memorial Border Breaker Net. Next up is Mr. Alex, K5AVF. Good afternoon, Alex, and how are you doing today?
Well, good afternoon, Ray. Good afternoon to the net. K5CFY, K5AVF. Alex here, 10 miles south of Tulsa. We've got a nice, cool 57 degrees here. We've got a little bit of wind, not much, about 6 mile an hour wind out of the north. Been watching the airplanes land over at Riverside. We're right in the pattern, the landing pattern for Riverside. Actually, I've been watching them take off today. We're on the south end of the runway, and with the north wind, well, let's see. No, that's wrong. We're watching them. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we're they're flying anyway. I don't know if they're taking off or landing. I guess I never thought about that anyway. I think they're taking off. Anyway, Ray, I don't have anything else. I worked the early nets on 75 this morning, had a good rag chew with the Arkansas bunch, and then I climbed into my recliner and took a nap. So I just got up about 11, or woke up 11. So anyway, we're all go for Saturday morning. You know it's going to be raining, but hey, that's not going to stop us. But we'll meet for lunch or breakfast wherever you say. K5CFY, K5ABF. Back to you.
I was going to invite anybody that's out there, but I haven't heard Tim, Taco Tim today. Anyway, but I did talk to Greg, and I forgot to ask Grant, but I'll call you on the phone and get everything lined out and everything, see what happens. Thank you, Alex, and I did got me a new computer coming. I think it'll be here tomorrow, I think, from Amazon. Anyway, I may be asking you questions here. Anyway, catch you later, Alex. Have yourself a good day there, and 73 to you. This is Ray, K5CFY. We're looking for check-ins. If you'd like to check into the net or recheck, please.
Yeah, Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango, W7STT.
K2EUS, Easy Uncle Sugar.
Kilo Charlie 5, Foxtrot Mike, KC5FM, over.
Kilo Golf 7, November Charlie Victor.
K2EUS, King 2 Easy Uncle Sugar.
Whiskey 3, Whiskey India November.
KI5TAQ Mobile in the taco truck.
Hold it up right there. I got Cal in there, Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango. The Kilo 2 station, I didn't get all your call sign. The Kilo 2 station, give me your call sign, please.
K2EUS, King 2 Echo United Sierra. The name is Fred, Foxtrot Roger Echo Delta. We're in Phoenix. Over.
you there. All right, Lloyd, we got you in there, KC5FM. We have Kilo Golf 7, Charlie November Victor. I think that was it. Kilo Golf 7, give me your call sign.
Kilo Golf 7, November, Charlie Victor.
Reverse there. That's not uncommon for me. We got you in there, and then we had a Whiskey 3, Whiskey November. Give me the rest of your call sign.
Yes, sir. Very, very close. It's actually Whiskey 3, Whiskey India, November. This is Don.
Last and certainly not least, I have Mr. Taco Tim in the mobile. So we're going to grab you first, but let's see. Did I miss anybody?
W8WKY.
Taco Tim, welcome to the net. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Ray. Ears was burning because I heard my name. Well, the only thing I could say is I'm mobiling out to the, shall we say, the playground, the sandbox, and getting ready to throw some sandballs to Alan. But with that, I'm just going to say 58, 59 degrees according to car's thermometer. Wonderful day outside. And I hope you gave Fred a good walk. Right now. If you haven't, he may be getting ready to say, hey, take me for a walk. But, yep. All I could say after that is maybe someone could help another ham group to see if they can get their link system to hook up with the border breaker net. But with that said, I'll send it back to net control. And give old Fred a scratch behind the ears. This is KI5TAQ.
Well, I heard Tim called me last night and was wanting to know about the that church club hooking up to us on Wednesdays or any day, I guess. But anyway, I don't know if they got a node or Allstar or ever how they're going to do it. But anyway, that'll be cool. Well, you mobile safely out there, Tim, and hope you have a great afternoon. We'll clear with KI5TAQ. Let's go to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and let's talk to Cal. Whiskey 7, Sierra Tango Tango.
Yeah, K5CFY the net, W7STT. Well, Brother Ray, right now things are going beautiful here. We're looking at 64 degrees. Plenty of sunshine for anybody that likes sunshine, so they ought to be real happy about that. I'm glad to see it myself. And even though we could use some rain and kind of replace what melted the other day, I guess it got down into the soil too, so that's a good start. Other than that, just sitting here and I got occupied and didn't get in on the first hour. I'm ashamed to say I had some other things going, including had my nose in the feed bag and stuff like that, you know. And let's see. Well, don't have a whole lot to say or talk about, except heard the subject of tornadoes coming up on the first hour a little bit, listening in that much. And as it turned, I have, well, we had one go through our little town east of Arkansas, but it didn't touch down and do a whole lot of damage. It did move the concession stand at the football field, moved it about a foot and a half, and kind of twisted it off but it didn't do any serious damage off the foundation. Didn't do serious damage, so I can't say, yeah, boy, I know I've been through some rough stuff, but been very fortunate that way. It's been within a block or two of my house and didn't touch me, so no other serious damage in town that time. But back in 1930-something, I think it was, the little town had a bunch of serious one went through. Did some real serious damage. Other than that, well, anyway, I just want to give you one more count for the most part, Ray, and say good afternoon to you. And anyone else listening, we'll pass along our 7-3s, 88s to the better looking part of the crew if there's any YLs still listening. And hopefully things will work out for everybody doing what they need to do. As old Tennessee Sarah Ford used to say, may the good Lord take a liking to you. K5CFY on the net, W7S, TT.
Always good to hear from you, and thanks for checking in. 73, we'll clear it. Whiskey 7, Sierra Tango Tango. And I apologize, but I typed in the call sign wrong, or at least it didn't propagate. So the Kilo 2 Echo, give me your call sign again and come on in here. How you doing today?
Hey, good afternoon to everybody on the net. This is K2EUS, King 2 Echo United Sierra. The name is Fred, Foxtrot, Roger, Echo Delta. This is basically my first time checking in on this net. I just turned the radio on just to see what was on. As you can tell from my call sign, I'm originally from back east. I'm out in Phoenix, Arizona. Temperature is about 70 degrees. It's cloudy, but it's comfortable. And I've been in the ham game since 1963 when my dad got me started. This is my dad's original call. My original call was Whiskey Baker 2 Mike Henry Victor. So my dad passed away in 2010, and I asked if I could have his call, and they were kind enough to give it to me. So I won't hold it too long. I just want to jump in real quick, say hi, and I'll be reading the mail here. This is K2EUS, back to net.
Hear you in there, and I want to welcome you to the net. We're here every single day from noon Central Time for a couple of hours. We change the net controllers at the top of the second hour, but you're welcome to come back and join us. We'd love to have you. So, again, thanks for checking in, and I kind of did like you did. I had a call sign, and my uncle was kind of my Elmer, and he passed away, and so I got his call sign, which is the K5CFY. But thank you, Fred, for checking in there with us, and I hope to hear from you soon. Well, clear with Kilo 2 Echo Uniform Sierra. Let's go to Mr. Lloyd up in Kansas. KC5 Foxtrot Mike. Lloyd, good to hear you. Go ahead.
Good to hear you, Ray, and happy to be on your net representing Cali County, Kansas, over in the Skyward dog. See, I talked about Skyward second hour. 24 years ago, I was in the Utah Olympics in Salt Lake City, and watching the Olympics this year, still wearing my 2002 Olympics cover from Salt Lake. And, Ray, thanks for asking. What did I do in the Utah Olympics? Well, thank you for asking. My event, I didn't medal in, but I did participate in. My event was in the Joint Information Center command post slot in the Joint Information Center in Utah, Salt Lake City. And that's what I did for 2 weeks. And they fed me and put me up, and I came back to Oklahoma with pictures and memories and stuff. So, Ray, thanks for running that odometer one click over. If I read the screen right, this should be my 600, number 600 check-in on the Boredom Breaker net. KC5FM, over.
Well, according to my calculations here, I remember every one of them. That's right. You are number 600. So there you go. Congratulations for that. Good to hear you, and thanks for all you do for us. And yeah, that was quite a memorable couple of weeks there with the Olympics. So good deal. Lloyd, always good to hear from you. 73 to you. All right, let's clear with Lloyd there, KC5FM, and let's go to Kilo Golf 7, November Charlie Victor. Welcome to the net from Arizona. David, I think this is your first time checking into the net. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Yes, it is. And I just stumbled on your net and opened up the website and impressed with everything I see. I have the dubious distinction today that this is the first day that my house and all of my property is 100% solar powered. So I am off-grid permanently now. I still have a connection to the SRP power system here in Arizona, but my bill every month is $18 just to keep the billing going. And I can use it for emergency backup power if I have a failure and can go back to that. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you having the net. I hope to be a frequent flyer here, and interesting group. I will end it there. I appreciate being invited here. 7-3 to the group, KG7NCV.
W8WKY.
Well, glad to have you here, and congratulations on getting off the grid. There's a couple of hams here in the area that are off the grid, or real near it anyway, that I know of. It's quite a deal. So anyway, thank you, David, and do come back and join us. We'd love to hear from you. And like I said, we're here every single day, so from noon Central Time for a couple of hours. So hope to hear from you soon. So have a good day there. And 73 from, looks like Mesa, Arizona. We're clear with Kilo Golf 7 November, Charlie Victor. Let's go to New Jersey, talk to Don. Whiskey 3, Whiskey India November. Don, go ahead.
Well, good afternoon, and that's just a little trick I play. I, too, am actually in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona. The New Jersey address is just the mailing address for the FCC. Yeah, here in my QTH, according to the devices here I have in front of me, it's actually telling me it's 77 degrees outside, mostly cloudy, but it feels like 82. So, sorry for anybody out in the snow. Just think happy thoughts, I suppose. Anyway, just taking a break here today from work. A little lunchtime entertainment over here. Out here at our club repeater, we're trying to make it a regular thing. We're going to connect our repeater to you guys on Wednesdays. The script didn't auto-connect the way we wanted it to today, so we got it a little bit late in the first hour. But we're making up for it here in the second hour, making that Arizona presence known. Other than that, just a great day here. Another Wednesday in paradise. And just have fun listening to everybody on the net. Do appreciate you all being there. It's a lot of good times. Just having, as somebody here at our club said, having joyful noise come across the airwaves. Have a great day. This is Whiskey 3, Whiskey India November, 7-3.
I think I remember you last Wednesday checking in, saying that you weren't in New Jersey, so I remember that. But anyway, certainly welcome to come back. Good to hear you folks there from Arizona. We were talking about you in the first hour. I wanted to know if we made somebody mad or something. You weren't checking in. So anyway, glad you made it in here, and always good to hear from you. Have yourself a great afternoon, and do come back and join us. We certainly enjoyed talking to you. Well, clear with Don there, Whiskey 3, Whiskey India November. This is Ray, K5CFY, with the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. And we're ready to take some more check-ins. So if you'd like to check in or recheck, please call.
K5CFY, this is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG, Nicon, Ohio.
This is November Tango 8 Delta NT8D, Dave, also in Ohio, Copley.
K8 PMI, that's Kilo 8 Papa Mike India, Phil in Ohio.
Great. Let's hold it up right there. We have the world famous Just Nick, KD8SLG. We have Mr. Dave, who, by the way, Dave, John stepped all over you there. November Tango 8 Delta. Then we had the UIB there, a nickel at a time there. We got you in there. I don't know if Laura's in there as well, but I left a space for you. And we have Mr. Phil in there, K8 PMI. Did I miss anybody? top of the list there and get Nick. KD8 SLG. Nick, welcome to the net. Great job on the first hour there, on the Netlogger there, and I guess you heard where the Arizona guys were at.
K5 CFY says KD8 SLG. Good afternoon, Ray, and all the Boredom Breaker netizens had to wait for from our sponsor there. I'm very happy to hear Arizona made it in there. I was afraid we scared them off last week. Good to hear you, Sun City. I'll take this opportunity again to invite everybody to the Beacon Net tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Early check-in start a half hour before the net. Allstar node 48496, Echolink W8WKY-R. And if you can get here, you can get there because we are linked up with the Boredom Breaker Hub. So hope to hear a bunch of you there tonight. Dustin and I will be there tonight. And Josh and Lucy will have some trivia for us. It's bound to be a good time. I know I'll hear you there, Ray. I hope so, anyway. Thanks, Ray. Have a great net. And good to hear Ohio representing behind me. This is KD8 SLG. Back to net control.
Roger that, Nick. Yep. Well, thank you for checking in there with us, and we'll look forward to talking to you there on the Beacon Net tonight, and hope some of these Arizona guys, I kind of looked for them last Wednesday night to be there, but maybe they'll come join us on the Beacon Net tonight. So thank you, Nick. We'll clear with KD8 SLG. Let's go to Copley, Ohio. Mr. Dave, NT8D, and John, you'll be up next. Dave, go ahead.
Oh, good afternoon there, Ray. Nice to check in with you since you always check in with me. And nice to hear some of my buddies around me. Sorry to bump into you there, John. Excuse me to you and your darling bride there. Nick, I'm going to try to make the Beacon Net tonight. I got a rehearsal tonight. We're doing a Valentine's Day show this weekend. We've got one rehearsal. It's tonight here over. I'm going to be in Chagrin, so maybe the 015 machine might be linked up. But we're doing like a Sinatra, Judy Garland duet show kind of thing. So still got seats available for all the locals. We'll be doing that at the Chagrin Valley Little Theater. It's a fun gig. I've been doing this one for years and years and years. So I'm thinking there's a good chance that I will be commuting home from rehearsal during the Beacon Net, so I'm going to give it a shot. Thanks for taking the call there, Ray. Again, nice to check in on the Boredom Breakers. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's pleasant today, not quite as warm as yesterday here in Copley, but we broke the freezing mark, and boy, man, that just feels so good here, Ray. I can't tell you how much I've been looking forward to that. So $73, and everybody have a wonderful rest of the week. Back to Net Control, NTAD.
Well, good to hear you in there, and yeah, I know what you mean about getting about freezing. I think we were like 2 weeks below freezing there, and it was sure glad to get it above it there. We've been pretty good here the last couple of days. It is a little cooler today than it was yesterday, but still not bad. I know you're looking forward to getting Meg back in the water there, and we'll clear with you there, Dave. Again, thanks for what you do, and 73. We'll clear with November Tango 8 Delta. Let's go to John, KE8 UIB. John, good to hear you in there.
K5CFY from KE8 UIB along with KF8 DTP. Good afternoon, Ray, everybody out there on the net.
Good afternoon, Ray, and everybody out there on the net.
On this wonderful Wednesday afternoon as we're working away here in good old Hartville, Ohio, and I just want to chime in on your hour, Ray, say hello to you, and let me see, I am really, really surprised I stepped on Dave there. Usually Echolink ain't that friendly to me, so that's a win for Echolink, I guess, that's for sure. I am with Dave. I'm happy it's above freezing. It can stay in the 30s for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year, I would be happy to see anything that's 30 and above, that's for sure. I've had enough of the cold. So with that, you guys, this is KUIB along with KF8DTP. We are living that $5 dream a nickel at a time, working away in good old Hartville, Ohio. 7-3s, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Ray.
Alrighty, John and Lori, appreciate you guys checking in. Have yourself a great afternoon, and we'll say 73 to you. Well, clear us. Kilo Echo 8, Uniform India Bravo, and Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Papa. Let's stay in Ohio and get Mr. Phil in there, K8 PMI. Phil, good to hear you. How are you doing, my friend?
W8WKY.
K5CFY, this is K8PMI. Good afternoon there, Ray, and doing great. Obviously the weather's broken up here in northern Ohio, but I still haven't seen the grass. I still got snow on the picnic table, but hopefully within the next week it'll all be gone. But everything looks brown and dirty, so that's what you get with the snow. But love hearing the Phoenix people out there, or Arizona. I don't know if it's in Phoenix, but I was just there last week, so I was enjoying that weather. So I'll send it back to you, Ray. You have a great day, and I will catch you on down the log. 73, everybody. This is K8PMI.
Thanks for checking in. Always good to hear from you. Get to listen to you early in the morning. Every day on the barometer net. Great net. Well, clear as K8 PMI. Let's go to Eddie up in Annapolis, Maryland. We got him off the blue screen, and we also have Joe there from Ohio. KF8BMY. We got you off the blue screen as well. Let's go to Eddie, W3ETB. Eddie, go ahead.
Hi, Ray. I finally made it back home. And I've been steering clear of that pothole that I had the accident with a few weeks ago, actually a month ago, actually, So, yeah, I looked to see where it was, and the snow is kind of clearing. I don't want to get over anywhere near the shoulder of the road where that big, huge hole is. So I try to stay towards as close to the center of the road as I can. It was 46 earlier, I think I told Dustin, but I checked the phone a few minutes ago, and the weather station in the backyard is saying now it's 47, and feels like 47, so there's not that much wind. I did get out there before I went to the store, and I tried to shovel some of the snow out of my spare parking spot, but I wasn't able to get very much. What I did is I have a metal spade that comes in pretty handy, and what I did is I chunked through some of the ice on that. I said, okay, well, maybe if I open up some of the some air holes, maybe some warm air will get in there and melt some of that stuff. So anyway, take care, Ray. You have a great day, 73, and I'll talk to you some other time. W3 TV, back to net.
Well, thanks for checking in. Always good to talk to you, and hope you have a great afternoon. Next up, we have Joe from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Joe, if you got time, I know you said in and out, but if you got time to say hi, go ahead. I guess he really is in and out, so it's the top of the hour, so I'm going to throw out last call for check-ins. If you'd like to check into the net, come to your call sign.
Alpha 7 Hotel Oscar, Harry.
N5 CEL.
A couple there. We have Harry in there, Alpha 7 Hotel Oscar, and we have Curtis in the 5 CEL. Did I miss anybody? Go talk to Harry from Arizona, Alpha 7 Hotel Oscar, first time check-in from, looks like Peoria, Arizona. Welcome to the net, Harry.
Well, thank you very, very much. I tell you, I've been a ham for over 30 years, and I grew up in Ohio. I was born in Axon, Kentucky, across the river from Ohio. I lived half my life up around Dayton, Ohio. Been looking for people from that area to talk to once in a while. So I'm grateful to hear you guys on. It's off at 73s, and it's good to hear everybody from Ohio. That made my day. I'd like to know the name of your net. I just kind of got in here in the last few seconds. AA7HO back to net. And thank you for letting me check in.
Harry, well, this net is actually the Boredom Breaker net, and it's out of Oklahoma. I'm here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We are linked up with the WAWKY folks up in Ohio, and we kind of get back and forth. Now, they have a net tonight at 9:30, starting at 9:30 Eastern Time, the pre-nets. You're definitely welcome to come and join us on the Beacon Net tonight. We also have the Allstar node, so you can look it up and go to the Beacon Net and come and join us. We'd love to have you.
I will. Everywhere I can find you, I will. Thank you very much, AA7HO.
Well, we're here every day on the Border Breaker Net, every day from noon Central for a couple of hours, so you're welcome to come back and join us on this net as well. So we're clear at Alpha 7 Hotel Oscar. Let's go to Curtis, N5L. Curtis, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Ray. Thank you for running the net and all you do for ham radio. I won't keep you long. I know you're working on overtime now, so we can't afford to, have you working that much. Hope you have a wonderful day. 73s to you. Looking forward to seeing you soon. And hope everybody else has a great day, too. 73s to all. N5CEL.
I always look forward to the overtime. That's when I really make the big bucks here for doing net control, Anyway, good to hear you in there, Curtis, and we'll look forward to seeing you maybe Saturday at the meeting. Hopefully you'll be there. So this is Ray, K5CFY. We're past the top of the hour, so I want to wish everybody a great afternoon. Thanks for everybody that took time to check into the net, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. So 73 all, take care. This is Ray, K5CFY. This net is now closed. We'll turn the frequency back to customary amateur use. This is K5CFY, and I'll be clear.